Good afternoon once again. I am Franchise Pearson and welcome to Franchise Blue. It is Monday. Happy Monday, December 23rd of 2024. 1, 2, 3 in the PM. Let's say it together. Praise our Savior, Jesus. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Praise our loving Heavenly Father for showing us the way. That's all I can say, for showing us the way. People, you know, I did a video earlier titled Mind Blowing Decode. Luigi pleads not guilty in New York City court. Well, you know, as I was preparing that video, I was trying to find a date for his next court date and I could not find it. Then lo and behold, I found it. And when I found it, I was like, whoa, it ties into everything I've been seeing. But I just couldn't put it together because I didn't have that one number. Then a friend of mine texted me like, Pearson, did you see Luigi's hands? They look like the fingertips are in the form of an X. I'm like, yeah, I saw that. But I figured people would say, well, he was cuffed. What option did he have? How to have his hands as in handcuffs. So I had to get a little smart and go back and watch some other film in relation to him being cuffed. And yeah, it appears his fingers are in the form of an X. What does X mean? What's going on in our realm, people? That is the significant question. I submit to you that the gods of the past have been resurrected in our day, which are the last days, which points to the soon coming of Christ, because like Noah was saved. He had to build an ark to preserve God's order. Guess what? God is going to have to preserve this order some way, somehow. But at the same time, Satan is creating his order. You know, it's called the New World Order. Ain't nothing new. But I want to put this all together. I want to put it all together. And I'm going to utilize this as the go-to video for the sun god, Sol Invictus, and sun god Ra. Now, check this out as he comes forward. Watch his hands. I'm going to point to his hands. Hold it. So check it out.
Here we go.
Look at that, people. The X. Look at it. Look at it. He flinched him, didn't he? Look at it. He's keeping him in a position of an X. Look at the bottom fingers. An X. Look at that. Wow. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. It's deep. I said it's deep. Woo! Like a scene. But watch this. Yeah, like the scene from a movie. But watch this here. Watch him get off the plane on the 19th of December. They brought him to New York in a chopper. Look.
Same prosecutor's office that she is now defending Luigi Mangione, so she knows better than probably anyone else as to how the city and its law enforcement conduct.
His hands are solid. Look, his hands are solid. One over the other. Look at that. His hands are solid. Okay, let's go to another. Here's another one. Watch. His hands are solid. Could that be the Masonic pose with the hand? Look at that. Look at that. But I understand he's cuffed, so hey, they gotta be like that, right? But why does he have his hands like this when he gets out the chopper, the helicopter? Yet, today, his hands, no doubt, they are in an X. No doubt, right? I'll let you guys decide. Is he speaking without speaking? All right, here we go. Look at his fingertips. If that ain't an X, I don't know what is. Then he flinched him. Come on, man. What's going on in our realm, people? It's so deep, y'all. What's going on? I've been doing this for 40-some years, y'all. Thank God for the gift. Now watch this here. This is from a video that I did a few days ago, titled Pope is 88 years old today as Trump's electoral vote is confirmed. So the same day Trump was confirmed through the Electoral College vote is the same day that the Pope celebrated his 88th birthday. And remember, Trump's text number is 88022. But I digress. Check this out. You're going to see the X. Watch this. This is what one of my friends sent me last night. Check it out. Could this be the X of religious and politics working together? The X. Listen.
Revived Roman Empire idea. They also believe that the feet on the statue in the book of Daniel, which represents this final Gentile dominion of the earth, is tied to this revived Roman Empire. And in some ways it may make sense. I'm not here to say what is true or not in that regard, but in some way it may make sense because I do see a lot of propaganda relating directly to this. You see, those cross keys on the Vatican flag represent this gold and silver, which is the political or state with the religious authority. So those cross keys represent what they claim to have in terms of binding and loosing, in terms of as above, so below. They claim to have that state and church, that political and religious power, which those two keys represent coming together. These gold and silver keys. The church.
Is that deep? That's deep, y'all. Gold and silver. Political and religious. The state and religious. Is that key, the key to the golden age? The religion matching up with the politics? You know the Pope has done a world tour this year. And his last stop, I did a video the other day on it, his last stop will be France. And they just had this ceremony in France and Trump was there. That's what this is all about. It's deep, y'all. Is this the X on another level? Or what? Is it all making sense to you now? Is this what X is really about? Think about it. Think about it. And they're showing us X in another way. I'm just going to say allegedly this happened on purpose, but either way, I caught it. Watch this video here I'm going to show you. This video here is titled, This is Beyond Words, double X on neck. I was just out in Wisconsin a few days ago. Remember, I went to Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin, to pay my condolences about the two people who died. Well, there's a gas station that I forgot to go to. I might have been right there. I believe this is a family. The reporter is interviewing these kids. I believe that's the mom and the dad, or must be some relatives. But notice on his neck, people, that's 2 X's. And coincidentally, a teacher and a little girl died, my condolences, at the Madison, Wisconsin school. Remember that? 2 people died. In fact, one of the teacher, the substitute teacher, her memorial, her wake is today. God rest her soul. And Saturday, I was out at the church where they had the service memorial for the teenager that died. So is that an X for both of those? An X for each one? Look at that. He's got an X on his neck, 2 X's. Now let me digress. So, is that what's going on there? Are they speaking to us about what's going on in the future? It has to be asked, people. And he's in like a maroon, like a purple. Now check this out. This is what I couldn't find earlier, but I found it. February 21st, Judge Gregory Carroll set the next hearing in the case for 2020, February 21st. February 21st. We are going to fight these charges, whether it's state or federal. That's his female lawyer. That's what she said. Fight. Like Trump said, fight. Isn't that something? She said, fight. There he is. So, he pleaded not guilty. But the next date, which I couldn't find earlier, I guess it must have came out after I did the video, is February 21st. Now hold on to your hat. Watch this here. February 21st of 2025 versus 12/23/2024. That's today. The difference is 8 weeks and 4 days. Okay? Who is born August 4th? Barack Obama. Is that coincidence? I showed you the 8-4 and the 4-4 in the last video today. Now that I think about it, let's take this 2/21/2025 and subtract it from 5/5. See what happens. Pearson, why are you doing that? Let's see what happens first. 5/5. Okay. Here's the deal. Mangiano's next court date is 2/21. 5/5 is the next court date for P. Diddy. They're both in the same correctional center in New York. The difference is 74. Could that be July 4th? Remember, Trump said the golden age is coming. To me, that's speaking. That's speaking without speaking. That could mean July 4th. What happened on July 4th? We started everything new, didn't we? So, is that what's going on here? 2 different court cases coming up? It's deep, y'all. It's deep. Now check this out. 2/21/2025, next court date, versus 5/6, that's Mangiano's birthday. The difference is 291. 291st day of the year, people, is October 18th. What is 10:18? That's scriptural, isn't it? Luke 10:18. I saw Satan fall like lightning from the heavens. 10:18. Luke 10:18. Is that coincidence? Let's go further. 1/20 of 2025 is Trump's inauguration day versus 12/4. What is 12/4? That's the day that the CEO was taken out by Mangiano. The difference, people, is 47 days. Isn't Trump the 47th president? It's about Trump too, baby. It's deep. I've been doing these videos. Is it allegedly about Trump? But watch. 2/21, next court date, 2025, versus 11/5, the day of the election that Donald Trump won. The difference is 3:16. John 3:16, biblical. That's sacrifice, John 3:16. How is that possible? Oh yeah, but watch this. 2/21/2025 versus 7/13, the day that Trump got hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania. 7/13. The difference between that day and the next court date is what? 7/8. How old is Trump? He's 78 years old. Come on, baby. Oh, come on, man. Look at it. Look at it. It's speaking. And speaking of July 13th, there it is right there. Come on, man. This trial, this whole thing is about Trump, allegedly Obama, and the golden age, the new system that's coming. 2/21 again, 2025, court date, versus 1/20/2025, inauguration date for Trump. The difference is 4 weeks and 4 days. Who was the 44th president? Barack Obama. And you're going to see these colors, people, probably sun god Ra, yellow and red, the Tiffany blue, the purple, the red and black, the sacrifice. You're going to trust me. I guarantee it, you're going to see these colors at the inauguration. Nothing wrong wearing the colors. We can wear them. But that's how the powers speak. Now, watch this. This is crazy. Here is the president that Trump admires the most. May 29th, 1917 is when he became president, JFK. Well, guess what? 100 years later, exactly, on 2017, that's when Trump became president, 100 years later. This man is buried in Arlington National Cemetery, lot 45. Trump was the 45th president. Come on, man. Death date, November 22nd, 1963. November 22nd. Watch this. November 22nd, 2025, anniversary of his death, versus 2/21, the death date of what? Mangione? The difference is 274 days. What's 274? That's that sun god, like I told you at the beginning. 274, the Roman Empire went back and started worshiping the sun. Sol Invictus, baby. How many videos have I done lately? Pearson, you want to tell me that the court date? Yes, the court date that's set for... See, you might not understand what's really going on. But there's so... Look, I teach the 5 C's. The clues, the codes, the colors. The confirmation time, which includes the date. You can't help but get a conclusion. It points to it. This is their calendar. This is how they speak. This is how they get down. They've given us the alphabet and numerical system. And I feel like I'm still an amateur, but I got enough to show you. This is about the sun god, baby. Killing off the old system and bringing in the new. It's been a tug of war between the sun god and Christianity since the Roman Empire and even before. And I'm going to show you some videos. So yeah, 11/22, JFK, which really is the embodiment of Trump today, versus what? 2/21. 2/21. The next court date is 2/74. Sol Invictus. Now check this out. 2/21/2025. The court date again, versus 12/19, the day he got off that helicopter in New York, so he'd go to prison. The difference is 2/2. What is 2/2? There's your 2/2. V is the 22nd letter of the alphabet. I said V is the 22nd letter of the alphabet. They got a cartoon character, Barack Obama, sweating in iPad Go 2, Holophant. And then after that, he's sweating because everything goes crazy, literally. And the American flag is shredded. And like I said the other day, God gave me that revelation. We are operating from a position of surrender. That's why our government isn't acting right. That's why our government doesn't get things done for us. That's why the government is bringing all these illegals over. That's why inflation is running amok. Businesses are dropping like flies left and right. The one world system is coming. So Barack Obama is sweating a V because everything's collapsing. The old order's going out, the new order's coming in. Everything's being X'd. Everything's being X'd, baby. Allegedly, that's what he's doing. They're speaking. Somebody say hallelujah. Now watch this here. This is a video I did 6 days ago titled Trump Cancels Trip to Bedminster, right? What could it be in relation to the drones? Watch this. This is the guy who was at the golf course a few months ago, hid in the bushes when they caught him with some ammo and some weapons, okay? Watch this here. But check this out. Remember this guy? This guy was on the golf course a few months ago. September 15th, Trump was golfing with one of his buddies. And this guy was there. He had some ammo and he had an arsenal, so to speak. Wrong word, but he had some weapons. September 15th, 2024. People speculate he might try to unalive Trump. Right? He was there. Okay, let's look at that date. 9/15. 9/15/2025 was the anniversary. Subtracted from yesterday's speech that Donald Trump says he's not going to New York, Bedminster. The difference is 274 days, people. And again, if you've been watching my videos, if you've been watching the videos, I know you're busy. What is 274? Well, in 274 AD, that's when the Roman Empire decided to go back and start worshiping the sun god Sol Invictus. Now watch this. I have some stuff from the past. When I went to the DNC for 5 days here in Chicago, they had a Democratic National Convention. I was there. Joe Biden spoke. Watch how his numbers come out.
So 12/4/1984, I'll see if I can come back to that. Hopefully I remember. Now check this out. This is going to blow your mind. On August 19th of 2024, I was at the DNC here in Chicago when President Biden spoke. Okay? He spoke with the crowd. There he is. Now check this out. Presidential, August 19th, 2024. August 19th, 2024, he spoke. If you take August 19th, 2024, subtract it from his last birthday, not this past month, but last year, 11/20 of 2023, Joe Biden had a birthday. The difference is 274 days.
What are the odds, people? What are the odds? And then later on, I put this video together where you see Prince Harry getting a tattoo from this guy, okay? And the numbers come out to 274 as well. It's deep.
11/19 is when they put out this commercial with Prince Harry.
On 11/19, they had a commercial with Prince Harry and the guy giving him the tattoo, okay? On 11/19 of 2024. Then watch this here. Subtract that from...
Getting that mock tattoo.
Subtract that from 8/19/2025, the anniversary of Joe Biden speaking at the DNC here in Chicago. Watch this.
From 8/19 of 2025 would be the anniversary that Joe Biden spoke at the DNC. What's the difference in the dates? 9 months, 1 day, or 274 days.
These are mathematical improbabilities. Do you understand what I'm saying? This stuff is mathematical improbability. Again, 2/21/25 is Mangione's next court date in New York versus 11/22 of 2025, which is the JFK's assassination anniversary. The difference is 274. I rest my case. Now, I want you to see something. Let's learn about this sun god, Sol Invictus. Listen.
Sol Invictus, the undefeated sun, is one of the most iconic and significant deities of the late Roman Empire, a symbol of might and eternity. His cult was established by Emperor Aurelian in 274 AD. Sol Invictus was not an isolated creation, but a blend of different solar traditions pervading the Roman world and beyond. Sol Invictus finds its roots in Eastern solar cults, particularly the worship of the god Mithra, who already had significant popularity in Rome. But the adaptation of Sol Invictus went further than a simple cultural import. In a bid to coalesce the empire under a coherent state religion, Aurelian built a grand temple dedicated to Sol Invictus in Rome and established a priestly council to oversee the cult. This initiative not only cemented its position as a pivotal cult, but also injected the empire with a new source of religious and political cohesion. The title Invictus, or Invincible, underlines the idea of the sun as an
invincible. And the sun is what they worship. They're looking up. Here's a pastor talking about it. Listen. Taylor Marshall, I believe he's a pastor. Dr. Taylor Marshall, listen.
The Emperor Aurelian introduced the cult of the unconquered sun, in Latin Sol Invictus, in the year 274 AD. Most importantly, there's no historical record for a celebration of Sol Invictus on December 25th prior to the year 354. Constantine, as you know, in 313 allows Christianity to become legal. 325, Council of Nicaea. The date only explicitly became the birthday of the unconquered sun under the emperor, a man who hated Christianity, hated the Catholic Church, wanted to turn the entire Roman Empire back to paganism and pagan philosophy. Probably already there was a strong tradition, Christians celebrating the birthday of Christ on December 25th. Julian the Apostate knew this, and so he's actually doing a reversal. He's trying to get people back to worshiping pagan gods, in this case the god of the sun, and trying to replace the Christian date of December 25th with a pagan one. The emperor
In other words,
introduced the
X out. It's always been a tug of war. There's always been a tug of war. X out Christianity and bring this thing back. Isn't that something? Listen.
The concept of Sol Invictus resonated with the people of the empire. The sun, with its life-giving warmth and light, was seen as a symbol of power, resilience, and victory. Worship of Sol Invictus involved various rituals and celebrations, especially during the winter solstice, known as the Dies Natalis Solis Invicti, or the birthday of the unconquered Sunday. This was a time of great joy and festivity.
Joy. Where have we heard that before? Joy, Democratic Party. Harris, joy.
As people celebrated the rebirth of the sun and the promise of longer days. Temples dedicated to Sol Invictus were built throughout the empire, and people would gather to offer prayers, sacrifices, and perform ceremonies in honor of the mighty sun god. The rituals often involved processions, music, dance, and feasting. However, as Christianity gained prominence in the Roman Empire, the worship of Sol Invictus began to decline.
There is a tug of war, and they had idolatry toward this thing. And God been fighting this thing ever since.
Origins of the cult of Sol can be traced back to the Roman Empire in the 3rd century. Emperor Aurelian, who reigned from 270 to 275 AD, is often credited with establishing the official cult of Sol Invictus in 274 AD. He dedicated a temple to Sol Invictus in Rome, and he declared December 25th as the festival day of Sol Invictus, coinciding with the winter solstice. Origins of the cult of Sol can be
Isn't that something?
traced back to the Roman Empire in the
That sun, the symbol. Where have we seen that today? Watch this, and I'm done. Joe Biden went to this conference a few years ago. Look at that. 9 hands, 11 rays. In Egypt, where a lot of this stuff started, the sun god Ra. Look, sun, just like the Sol Invictus, baby, we're here. Don't forget I have a book out. Happy holiday to you. Jesus was first. They brought a substitute. That's what they did. Jesus was first. Thank God. He's the last and he's everything for us. I have a book out. Go to Amazon Books, Franchise Pearson, Protect the Gift, name of the book, a beautiful poetry book. Buy one for you and your friends. Help support the channel. I'll put it in the description. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. If you can help me out, I appreciate it because it's rough on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this show. A lot of information, people. Please share this stuff. We need to have this information so we can understand, because it's one of the sneakiest things they've ever done in our generation. They're going to take out DJT. It's going to be a dummy. Then they're going to force us into this new system. They're going to want us to take this X mark. They're going to want us to worship this pagan god. I'm on it. You stay on it. God bless you.